Colleagues, the university are going through huge change at the moment, and not least just in thinking about how we engage with the learning and teaching process. Now, when I started teaching many years ago, one of the things that really excited me was not going into a big lecture theatre and undertaking the big lectures, the set pieces. It was more around the seminars, the tutorials, the interaction with students. And one of the things that I guess picked up on was how students start to develop their own networks for supporting learning and teaching. Now, when Makis started to talk to me about the peer-assisted learning networks, I became really interested in how could that become something embedded across the entire university. How could we as academics really begin to support students in a different sort of way? How could we use the talents that we've got within our student communities to help support those student communities to begin to become self-learners? Something that the university clearly is very interested in is the whole pedagogy around learning, the whole way in which learning styles are changing over time. More importantly, as we start to think about our future, recognising that the traditional ways that perhaps we've all learnt in the past aren't necessarily going to be the ways new students learn. Thinking about our estate and how we invest in our estate and infrastructure is challenging some of the traditional ideas that perhaps we've had around learning and teaching. Social spaces increasingly being used with technology to support learning. Students are learning with and from each other. Students are much more part of a dynamic environment where learning is occurring. And I have to say, increasingly, we as academics are learning from our students. So the peer-assisted learning network is something that's quite vibrant in the university and one that I think should grow over time. As we're seriously trying to invest in our student experience, we have to acknowledge that the students as learners are also able to contribute to that learning environment that we're trying to create. Interestingly, what we get back from students who are engaging in that dynamic learning environment, first of all, is feedback. Direct feedback from them about how they're experiencing the modules and the programs that we're delivering. The students are also providing us with great information about what works and what doesn't work. Dynamic information that doesn't require us to wait until we do the formal module evaluations, but a dynamic feedback loop that gives us information in a live way as those programs and modules are being developed and delivered. A partnership, a true partnership between us and students within a learning community. And for me, that's why I think every academic should be beginning to engage with this peer-assisted learning network. If we're serious as a university that we're putting teaching and learning at the heart of everything that we do, we must begin to understand how to engage with students differently. How we can ensure that that learning experience for them is the best we can possibly make it, and how we as a learning organisation can continue to develop and learn from our student experiences, whether they're undergraduates, postgraduates, whether they're part-time or full-time. I think that this network offers something to the university that is very powerful. The research evidence that's now becoming available as part of this network increasingly is allowing us to move into national and international domains. Many other universities are looking at how we're doing what we're doing, why we're doing what we're doing, and more importantly, the impact and the output of what we're doing. If we're to enable ourselves to move into the higher positions in terms of the learning and teaching experience, move into a higher place in the league tables, then this investment in learning and teaching is critical. I hope you engage with it.